I'm currently age 20, meaning that I basically just went through or went past my teenage years. And after reflecting on the many opportunities that I've had since I was a teenager up to, the age of 19, I noticed that there are a lot of things that I could have done that I wish I knew to make a whole lot more money than I currently have now. So, of course, I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes. I'm gonna bring you guys a couple side hustles that you can actually do, or little tricks that you can make the most of to make sure you are making money from a young age, even up till this point that I'm at right now. So I'm aware that your teenage years begins from age 13 up till 19. So throughout these years, there are of course multiple things that you can do at a later stage, but there are also some things that limits you, or things that you can't do at the earlier stages. But the first thing that I know that you can certainly do throughout is buying and reselling things. Of course, you want to do this in the most legal way possible, but one thing that I could have done when I was younger that you can certainly do right now is buying things for cheap and selling it for more. These can be trainers that you usually get when you're younger. These could be games that you can then resell to your friends. These could be, clothes. These could be you just going on eBay now, type in, this game, type in this clothes, type in this shoes. Some people are selling it for cheaper, but your friends want it for more, or you can see what the actual selling price is. If you can get your hands on those at a very young age, buy things for cheap and you can sell them for more, you're going to be making an insane profit. Simply buying shoes, for example, for £100, and you know that you can easily sell that for 120, 150, boom, you're always going to be making £50 profit. And I don't know about you, but when I was younger, when I was 13, 14, £50 was a whole lot of money. But of course, saving that £100 is difficult, but those money that you get on Christmas Day, on your birthday, just save that up. Flip the cash, you get what I'm saying? So you get that £100, you flip that to make 150, use that 150 to make 200, use that 200 to make 250. And if you continue doing that for even a simple year or 2 years, you're gonna have a lot more money than your friends at school, that are spending all their money on clothes and shoes and stuff. So that's the first thing that I know every single person can do. Now, the second thing that I always mention is YouTube. Simply because you can start YouTube from a young age, even up till 30, 40, whatever the age you are. Of course, being paid and stuff, you need to be the right age, but if you can get your parents, your older brothers, your sisters to obviously deal with that section for you, then it's fine. You just have to provide the content. So YouTube, of course, is kind of difficult. You have to put a lot of work up front, but in this life, you either invest your money to make you more money, or you can invest your time to make you money. So in these, in both ways, you kind of want to make sure you're using both to make your money in total. But YouTube is one where you invest time, and that time that makes you a lot more money. So with YouTube, at a younger age, if you can put out content, find your niche, find something that you're really good at, and put out a whole lot of content now, the more, in the next 5 years, when you're 15, 16, 17, and you're racking up all these views, then trust me, you're going to be stacking. You're going to have so much money to work with, because you're putting all that time when you're younger. Of course, this is something that's really, it's a mental thing, right? Because your friends will be having fun, they'll be out here playing games 24/7, and you're out here trying to grind from a young age. But if you're that individual that, you're more mature at a very young age, then make the most of this from the start. Especially right now, this day and age that we're in, everything is online. So if you can get a following online, if you can get the right audience to obviously support your channel, and they find you entertaining, then boom, just like that, you've got a career started from a very young age. Now, before getting into the third thing, one little cheat code that you want to make the most of is securing yourself a bank account. The reason I say this is that when you're younger, one thing I didn't know that I found out obviously when I was past my teenage years was that the interest rate that you can get from a young age is ridiculous. So you can open a bank account now from the age of about 7 to 17, that range, because you can't do it over 17. But for example, if you go to HSBC trying to open like a child savings account, the interest rate compared to a day-to-day regular adult savings account is crazy. So when you're younger and you actually save money, you can get up to like, 2%, 5% interest, even 7%, just because they know that most young people don't save money. So if you can save, £3,000, which is usually the limit of, these savings account, but if you can even start saving, putting £2, £3, £4 here and there, £5, just little money every single day for 5-6 years. By the time you're 18, you will appreciate this money that you have. You can end up saving 5,000 by the time you're 18, and most 18-year-olds do not have 5,000 just chilling in their account. Trust me when I say that. You just don't. Most people don't even have money like that. They make money, they lose money, they make money, they lose money. So as you're doing YouTube, as you are reselling products, make sure you have a secure bank account to pour your money into, so that way you're using time to make your money, because you put this money in your account, and through time, the interest is compound, and then you're making more money and more money and more money. So you also utilize that power of time and compound interest to make you money. Now for the passive income. I know as a teenager, most teenagers, you finish school, you go home, you sit at your your TV or whatever, and you just play games all day, every single day for several hours, right? Now, how do you use this to make money, right? You can open a live stream account. So everyone knows about Twitch, especially if you're a gamer. Open a live stream account. Be as someone who just streams your game, right? Just live stream your game. Let people watch you. If they do enjoy your content, they'll follow you. They'll keep up with your content. Start this from a young age, Of course, don't take it too seriously, but just do this. Just do it for fun until it becomes something serious. But the whole point is that you're testing to see how people will respond to your content. And if you manage to get a following for many years, you can make an insane amount of money from live streaming. Trust me, people make ridiculous amount of money. And it's even better if you're good at the game that you play, and people watch you grow, from the age of 13, and they see you at the age of 16, 17, and now you're sick at this game. You are going to do very well, because then you're going to start racking up the sponsorships. You can start making £10,000, £20,000, £30,000. Just imagine being the age of 18 and you're making £30,000 per month. No one can chat for you. No one can say anything. No one can ever look down on you at that point. Nobody can chat for you. You get what I'm saying? So monetize the fact that you play games. Make money out of it in some sort of way. You can even do YouTube. I wouldn't recommend it, but trust me, if it is your strength, of course, I can't tell you I can't say no. Do you get what I'm saying? I can't stop you from doing it. So if you think there is a place for you out there, if you think your character is for it, then boom, take the chance. You know what I'm saying? You're a teenager, make the most of it. The whole point is for you to try multiple things. Don't be scared to fail. Don't be scared to do things that are wrong. Just try what you gotta do. Just try many options. Just be out there to grind and get yourself out there and just be successful. Do you get what I'm saying? So live streaming is certainly not a bad choice. Now, I am always for passive income, but of course, being young, in your teenage years, it's difficult to make money passively. There aren't that many options. But now, if you're getting to, the age of 12, 13, it's still okay to, do things like washing cars. So if you live in a neighborhood where you're known and most of the parents know you and you're calm with people around you, then put your name out there. Let them know that you don't mind coming around on a Saturday to wash cars, wash their cars for them. Even fun. You can even make it fun. Chill with their family. Maybe they have brothers and sisters. You can get to know them. Wash their cars for them. They can pay you £5 to £10, because right now washing cars in the actual official business is expensive. It's going up to £15 now. So if you can do it, spend a couple hours just washing 2-3 cars, you can be making about, let's say, £30 per day, right? £30 per day as a teenager, the age of 13, 14, that is significant. Of course, I'm not going to say do that every single day for a week. Don't burn yourself out. Still have fun as a teenager, of course, but you can do this twice a week. You're making £60 a week. Trust me when I tell you, these are monies your friends don't have. Your friends do not have this. So if you're making this money as well on the side, as a teenager, you are set to go for many more years to come. Now, I don't want to continue, on and on, because I do want you guys to have fun in your teenage years, but say now you're 15, 16, you're a bit more older, you've had your fun when you're younger, but now you're more of a developed teenager and life is getting a bit more serious. Now what you can do with the skill that you have is you can monetize it. So for example, one that you can certainly do is making the most of Teespring. So this is where you design t-shirts, you design a logo or something, and you can put it on t-shirts, jumpers, hoodies. And if people do like what you created, they will make a purchase. So how this works is, you design a logo or a t-shirt, right? You put this logo on the t-shirt. If people like it, they'll purchase it. You get you get paid for people purchasing that t-shirt. Teesprings will get their share, but you also get yours. So the whole point is you can make multiple thousands of hundreds and hundreds of logos of just designing t-shirts, right? And just keep putting this out there, just pumping it up into the website. Eventually you have so many options, right, that people will begin to just see, boom, they'll buy this, they'll buy that, then eventually all the money will start coming in. This is another way to make the most of using time to eventually work for you. So you put all your products out there, and eventually time will begin to work for you to make that money just come in even when you're not working. So if you do this for less than 2 years, set this as a goal. You create a bunch of digital designs for 2 years, leave it on the website. Now many people are going to buy your products, and yeah, you're good to pretty much go. Now for the final thing, just to end it here, I would say don't forget that you're a teenager. Don't stress yourself out too much. I'm not here to make you a granddad at the age of 13. Of course, have fun, but also be wise about it. So the whole point is that when you're going through your teenage years, try to find a skill that you're really, really good at. Just experiment. If you're very, very good at a game, then of course take note of that. If you're someone who's just very intelligent, you're good at maths, you're good at science, then of course you can also get into tutoring. You can wash cars. There's so many things you can do as teenage years. That's the thing, you have so much time. I didn't know this. I didn't get anyone to really teach me this. Too tough. So you know that you have so much time in your hands. Like, trust me, all the exams, they're not even as hard as you think they are. Just focus on your education, of course, but you have so much time to make the most of. So make use of this time to make you a whole lot of money, and you will thank me when you're the age of 18 and you realize that you're way far and above most people at the age group in terms of finance, and how much wisdom and how much time you made the most of at your young age. And that's a wrap, and I thank you guys for watching the video. Be sure to drop a like and comment down below what videos you would like to see next. Be sure to also share the video if you did enjoy the content. You never know who this would help in the future. Be sure to click on these videos here if you are bored, and if you would like to see passive income ideas for students. If you're older than the teenage years, then be sure to click on this video, one of the videos here. And of course, be sure to check the other videos I have on this channel that might actually help you to get grinding and actually inspire you to make money at your teenage years. But that aside, take care guys.